This is the percentage of people in the US who are signed up as organ donors. Not bad, right? Well, now look at these countries in Europe. Pretty big difference. Why is there such a big gap between these countries? Are Europeans more generous? Are Americans just a piece of shit? Well, not exactly. Studies show that over 90% of Americans have expressed interest in wanting to become an organ donor. So what's going on? Why is there such a disparity between that and the actual amount of people who sign up? Well, what if I told you that this huge gap between the US organ donation and these other countries is all because of one tiny box? Let me explain. In the iconic book Nudge, behavioral economists Richard Thaler and Cass Sunstein discuss their view of libertarian paternalism, which is just their fancy term for wanting to gently push people to make the right choices like a parent would, while also not forcing them to make that choice. This act of subtly influencing people to make these right choices without force is what they call a nudge. An example of this is a real-life study where researchers put healthier foods towards the entrance of a school cafeteria, which subtly nudged children to make healthier eating choices. While many psychological aspects go into a nudge, one very powerful component Thaler and Sunstein talk about is the power of defaults. Yes, defaults. As it turns out, we as humans can be pretty lazy. Who would have thought? But seriously, most people just end up sticking to preset default options. Think about it. How many people do you know with the same default ringtone on their phone who keeps the same settings on every app and so on? Because most people tend to go with the flow, setting the default choice has huge implications on what the majority end up doing, which is why companies set their subscriptions to automatically renew as the default choice and why you've still been paying for your Minecraft realm 3+ years since everyone stopped playing. It's time to move on. No, but seriously, this concept has impacted the way all sorts of choices are presented. Most people would agree that saving for retirement is a good thing, right? Well, that's why most companies automatically enroll eligible employees into a 401k plan at a base percent of their income. Another, not so great example are those annoying automatic tipping screens at every store in existence now, with a default option of at least 15%. These tipping screens have shown to increase tips by a significant amount more than just writing it out on a receipt. The easy-to-click default options of 15, 20, and 25%, mixed with the guilt of not wanting to pay and the pressure of holding back the line behind you, is a perfect recipe to squeeze just a bit more money out of you. Alright, so you guys get the idea. How does this apply to organ donation? Well, remember how when you go to the DMV to get or renew your license, and the lady working there makes you fill out a form with somewhat random questions? Well, one of those, you guessed it, is check this box if you would like to be an organ donor. In European countries, however, they have the exact same form with just one tiny difference. Their question says, check this box if you don't want to be an organ donor. And, well, no matter which way it's presented, most people just don't check that box. They don't know how to feel, so they just stick to the default option. If you found this interesting and are at all interested in the realm of behavioral economics, then I highly recommend the book Nudge, which you can check out with my link in the description. Thanks for watching. Peace.